There's a number a salesman will never say out loud while he's shaking your hand. It's the one that hits the second you drive a brand new family SUV off the lot, 60 grand on the road. By the time you've reached the first set of lights, it's worth about 51, $9,000. Gone. Not crashed, not faltered, just evaporated in the time it took you to find the indicator. 9 grand. That's a year of school fees. That's the family camping trip. 3 years running. And you didn't spend it on a car. You spent it on the smell of a new one. Here's the part that should keep you up at night, though. It's not the depreciation. Because while you're paying the new car premium, there are blokes out there driving a 7-year-old SUV that'll still be running long after yours is in the wreckers. Some of the toughest family SUVs in this country are the ones nobody's buying. And one of them on my list isn't even the badge you'd bet your life on. That's not me being dramatic. That's the ANCAP scores, the recall register, and the auction data. Talking. I'll get to them. I'm Greg Elordi. I've spent my life under the bonnet in a country garage, and I've got nothing to sell you. No dealer, no sponsor, no badge I'm loyal to. I don't care what's in your driveway, and I don't care what your old man drove. I care about one thing today and one thing only. Which used family SUV will still get your kids home in 15 years, and which shiny new one is going to bleed you dry doing it. We're not buying badges today. We're buying maths. Because here's what the yard won't tell you. The badge isn't magic, the maths is. And the one I'd put my own family in sits at number 1. Some of you won't like which seat it's in. Before I name a single one, here's where this comes from, so you can check me. ANCAP for the safety. The actual crash scores, not the brochure. The Federal Recall Register. Anyone can read it, free, in 2 minutes, and I'll show you how. Owner-reported fault data, the stuff that piles up in the forums in the thousands. Because one bloke's a sook, but 10,000 blokes is a pattern. Auction and resale figures for what these actually hold, 3 years on. And the bench. What I see come through my own workshop with 300,000 on the clock, clean inside, and what comes through grenading at 90 with a full-service book and a salesman's promise. Where a fact's overseas, I'll say so. Every single time. Because an American recall on a different spec engine isn't your problem. And I won't dress it up as one. That's the deal. Right. 5 SUVs Australian families walk straight past in the yard. Every day for the shiny one with the bigger payment. Worst regret to the one that'll outlast a new car twice over. Building to the one I'd buy with my own hard-earned. Number 5. The Mazda CX-9. I can already hear half of you. Greg, it's a Mazda, it's not a real off-roader. Hear me out, because nobody's putting a 7-seater up the Simpson. This is a school run, soccer on Saturday, tow the camper to the coast machine. And at that job, the CX-9 is tough as old boots. That 2.5 Turbo 4 was built without the dual clutch nonsense that's killing other brands. It's a plain conventional auto, less to go wrong, and they run clean past 200,000. The honest catch? You will not get a diesel, and you will not get serious clearance. Tow heavy uphill all day and it'll drink. So if you're a grey nomad living out past the Black Stump, this isn't your truck. But for a family that lives on bitumen, a 3-year-old CX-9 at half the price of a new rival, with a 5-star ANCAP and an engine that doesn't throw tantrums. Quietly brilliant. Number 4. The Subaru, Outback or Forester. Take your pick. Now the keyboards are warming up, because everyone's got a mate whose Subaru ate a head gasket and never let it go. And 20 years ago, fair enough, that reputation was earned. But the modern FB engine fixed most of that, and what you get is symmetrical all-wheel drive that just works. Wet country roads after dark, loose gravel on a dirt approach, a paddock turned to soup in the rain, no thinking required and no warning light. Picture the worst stretch of road you drive your kids on all year. That's the safest way a family without a proper 4-wheel drive gets through an Aussie winter. And it's sitting on the used lot for soft roader money. The honest catch, and I'll always give you the catch, the CVT. It's smooth, it's efficient, but if it lets go, it's dear to fix, so you check the service history like a hawk, and you walk past anyone that skipped a fluid change. Do that, and a used Subaru will outgrip and outlast a brand new soft roader that only sends power to the front wheels when it's already too late. Sure-footed. Underrated. Number 3. And this is where it gets interesting. The Lexus RX. A luxury SUV on a reliability list, Greg? Yep, because strip the leather off and what is a Lexus RX? It's a Toyota Kluger in a dinner suit. Same bones, same bulletproof V6, built in the same factories to the same maths, just quieter and screwed together tighter. Here's the part that should make you grin. A 6-year-old RX sells for less than a new mid-spec Kia, because rich blokes don't buy second-hand and the badge scares off the bargain hunters. Their loss. The honest catch is, it's a city softie. Modest clearance, runs on the good fuel, and a luxury part costs luxury money when it does break, which is rarely. But you're buying Toyota running gear with a resale that's already taken its beating. That's not a luxury car, that's a reliability car wearing a nice suit. Right, quick one, and then I'll shut up about it for good. Everything I'm showing you today, how to pull a car's recall history in 2 minutes, the questions that make a salesman go quiet, the way these resale numbers actually stack up. I got tired of typing it out for blokes who'd cornered me at the servo, so I put the lot in one place. It's called the Aussie Car Buyer's Bible. The pre-purchase inspection checklist I'd run myself, how to read the Federal Recall Register and the ACCC actions, the finance office trap and the exact words to kill it, the negotiation line for line, and the model-by-model walk-straight-past list. It's a few bucks, it's not free, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise, but it'll save you a hell of a lot more than it costs, and you walk in there knowing what they know. Links in the description. That's it. I won't mention it again. Now, back to it, because the top 2 is where the real money's hiding, and number 1 isn't the badge you're expecting. Number 2, and yes, now it's a Toyota, but not the one you think, and not for the reason you think. The Kluger and the Prado, the thing that'll cross the Nullarbor and not blink. Parts in every town from here to Cuba PD. The honest catch, and it's a real one, a used Prado is dear, because everyone already knows it's good. So the maths gets thin. You're paying a premium for the badge the second-hand market's bid up. The Kluger's the smarter buy. Same Toyota DNA, half the off-road kit you'll never use, thousands cheaper. The one warning I'll give you on both. There's a class action that's been through the federal court over a diesel filter problem on some Toyota models. That's a real Australian matter, not an overseas story. So you check which engine and which build year before you sign. Buy a Toyota with your eyes open, not on autopilot. The badge earns it. It doesn't excuse you from checking. Number 1, the one I'd put my own family in. And it's the one half of you have already scrolled past in the yard, the Honda CR-V, and right beside it the late model Kia Sorento. I opened this whole video here for a reason. The CR-V is the one nobody brags about at the pub, which is exactly why it's the buy. That naturally aspirated engine and conventional auto is about the most boring, most unkillable combination on the road. And boring is what gets your kids home for 15 years. The Sorrento's the curveball. That 7-year unlimited kilometer warranty isn't marketing. It's Kia putting its own money where its mouth is. And a company doesn't bet 7 years on an engine it doesn't trust. The honest catch on the Kia. It's newer, so the long-haul data's thinner than Toyota's. That's not bad. It's unproven, and there's a difference. Here's the maths that ends the argument. A near-new CR-V or Sorento, fully warranted, for the price a brand-new prestige SUV loses in depreciation alone in its first 3 years. You're not buying a worse car, you're refusing to pay for the smell. Now let me defend the thing I've spent this whole video telling you to walk past, the brand new SUV. If you genuinely tow 3 tons every weekend, if you live where the warranty and the dealer network is the only thing between you and a 400-kilometer tow truck bill, then new can be the honest call. Sometimes the math says new. I'm not anti-new, I'm anti-paying new money for a badge feeling. That's the whole game. And every brand on this list has a bad apple. There's no perfect car, only a well-checked one. So here's the one thing to carry into the yard. Buy the maths, not the badge. Run the depreciation. Read the recall register. Check the service book like it owes you money. Now, tell me where I got it wrong. Put your 300,000-kilometer family SUV in the comments and tell me the one I left off. I'll argue with a few of you, and a couple of you will change my mind. If a mechanic with nothing to sell you is worth something, stick around. It's the only reason this channel keeps running. And whatever you end up buying, look after the thing that gets your family home.